Welcome, replay viewers, and hello everyone on this Tuesday. Hi. Let's see. Hello, Patty Cake. And Adam, you tweeted something. Oh, shoot. Something I thought I should answer, and now I don't remember what it was. So if you want to remind me, please do. Hey there, Jade and Teresa. Let's see, I think, how is everyone today? Thank you, Ray of Light, for inviting followers. Yet again from the tiny island of Delaware. And thank you, Jade and Holly, for inviting followers and sharing on Twitter. My name is Mihaela McKellar. I am the mother of Danica McKellar and Crystal McKellar. Thank you, Knight and Jade and Teresa, for inviting people to join us. My holiday was fantastic. Oh, finishing my introduction. I'm so undisciplined in this because I want to just talk to you guys. Anyway, my name is Mihaela McKellar, mother of Danica McKellar and Crystal McKellar, and I'm a meditation teacher certified since 1998 by Dr. Deepak Chopra to teach primordial sound meditation. And I also like to share about healthy foods. And thank you, Elijah, for sharing. Hi there, looks like my Mother's Day was fabulous. It was wonderful, wonderful. Thanks to my daughters, my son-in-laws, and my grandchildren. It was really nice. We had a relaxing family time, and yeah. We had a lot of awe moments because, hey there, Tony, because Cricket and thank you, Tony, for inviting folks. Cricket and Draco just love each other so much, and they have so much fun playing together. And Draco loves teaching Cricket new things, you know, because she's what, 2 years younger, and so yeah, so we had a lot of moments where we were just, you know, awe, and all of, you know, all the cameras would come out, click, 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 click. You try to do it so that they don't know, because, you know, either they'll get shy or they'll start posing, and you really, you know, you really want to capture the authentic moment, and we did. We got a lot of great little awe pictures. So yes, they are very special times, very special times. And of course, I remember being with my cousins when I was little, and how special that was for me, and Danica and Crystal with their cousins. So it's great to be able to give the kids that opportunity to have that time together, which of course we do several times a year. I think that this is the only time that we literally vacation together. So yeah, because usually it's some other kind of a holiday, and so two of us will travel to the other one's location. It'll be that kind of thing. But for us to just go on vacation together and relax, that's now 2 years in a row for Mother's Day. Hey, Lewis, how are you? Lewis is a family member, lives in the San Jose area, and does wonderful things helping kids. Yes, Hawaii is a great location to visit. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping it's a tradition. Oh, you live on Oahu. All right. All right. Well, we definitely spent time there. Yes, Oahu, right. Yeah. So, let's see. We're doing the fourth law of the 7 spiritual laws, and that is the law of least effort. And I think, though, because I do believe that all of you like that we meditate first, sort of, you know, sets the mood. So, and I'm set to do that, but we'll see. Do any of you have any questions about the meditation? Anything you'd like to ask? TYG Mint, the TYG Mint. Have you been here before? By the way, if you haven't been here before and you think you might like to come back again sometime, do follow me. And you know what? Remember I was going to give away this canister when I reached 1,000 followers? Well, I've been noticing for several weeks now that I'll see new people, I'll get the notification that new people are following me, and the number still remains 940. So I'm like, what's going on? So I contacted Periscope and I asked them about it, and they wrote back that I'm not the only one having that issue, so they were going to look into it because for some reason it's not counting new people. So for all I know, I've reached 1,000. But anyway, once that gets fixed and I actually know how many followers I have, then I'll report back to you guys. That looks good for drinking. Facebook wasn't letting you do likes? You mean on my Facebook account? Is that what you're saying? It says 1,000 on my profile? It didn't yesterday. It still said 940. Elijah, are you talking about specifically? Really? Oh my goodness, that's great. That's great. Okay, well then we'll have to do that's funny, Kiana. We'll have to do a drawing. That's fabulous. I am so great. Thank you. Very grateful for you guys. Thank you so much. Drinking Kool-Aid, I mean, it is, it's some sort of, it is plastic, and I'm not, I would probably use this to not put anything. I would put something in here that I wasn't going to eat or drink. I would just use it for storage. Happened 2 different times. All right, I still didn't quite catch what that issue is. Someone asked if spirits can come through when you're meditating. I would say yes. I would say yes. I know one of my students a long time ago, he called me a couple months after I had taught him to meditate, and he told me that while he was meditating, that an aunt of his that he was very close to, who'd passed away, that she was sort of showing up, and I don't know if she was just like visually showing up. I don't remember now, or if she was actually speaking to him, but he was having that experience. When we do connect with everything, right, then that truly is everything. Everything. So things can come through. Oh, Lewis is at work. Okay. All right. Thank you, Tony. I'll have to look at my Twitter account after we're done. So just went out. It delayed. That post just went out. Delayed. So let's meditate. All righty. So we will do. Nope. I hope, Jen, that you're kidding. I mean, to me, spirits are people, are loving individuals. It's not like some scary ghost story that Hollywood puts together. It's loving beings, and either people that we know or our guardian angels, that sort of thing. So I think it's a wonderful thing. I've not had that experience myself. I just had the one student who told me about it, and it seemed totally reasonable to me that could happen. So nothing to be afraid of. No. All right, so everyone get comfortable. Get nice and comfortable. And we're going to do, it's the same thing, and I'll guide you all the way through it. So, hello there, Zenberry. That's a cool name. Zen like Zen. Sinberry. All right, are you comfortable? Getting in the most comfortable position you can. If you want to hold a pillow, you can. If you want to prop your feet up, it's okay. Hey, sweetie, Danica's here just in time to meditate with us. Yay! All righty. So, getting very, very comfortable. Thank you, Danica, for inviting. I'm not sure who. It just says Danica McKellar invite, but thank you. All right, so sitting comfortably, quietly, just kind of take a couple of nice deep breaths, noticing the space in between when you inhale and exhale, and that space again between your exhale and your inhale. All right, and that's the gap. It's like the gap between your thoughts, where infinite possibilities lie. All right. So let's begin with alternate breathing. Closing your eyes, taking a breath in, block one side, and breathe out. Breathe in, and switching, and breathe out. For those of you who are just joining, we're beginning a very short meditation. And breathe in. And switch sides. Yes, alternate breathing. And breathe out. And breathe in. Switch sides and breathe out. And breathe in. And relax, keeping your eyes closed. Now let's think the soul questions. And as you're thinking these questions, you don't try to answer them. You just let what comes about spontaneously come to you. And if nothing comes to you, that's all right. So the first question is, with your eyes closed, thinking this silently to yourself, who am I? Who am I? The true you, your soul. Who am I? What do I want? What do I want? What is my deepest desire at this point in time? What is my purpose? How can I serve myself and the rest of humanity? What is my dharma? And just see what you feel in your heart. See what answers come to you spontaneously. And what am I grateful for? At this point in time, what am I most grateful for, and why? And now silently think, I am your first name and your last name. So I would think, I am Mihaela McKellar. And now drop your last name and think, I am, and just your first name. And think that 2 or 3 times. And now drop your first name and just think, I am. I am. And now think aham, which is Sanskrit for I am. Aham. Now continuing to keep your eyes closed, begin silently thinking your mantra. If you have a personal mantra or a favorite mantra, you can use that. If you do not, then start paying attention to your breathing, not trying to control it, just noticing it. And on the inhale, you think the word so. And on the exhale, you think the word hum. So, hum. So, hum. We're going to continue doing that for 3 minutes. And if at any time you notice you're thinking anything other than the mantra, you don't try to stop those thoughts. You don't block them. You just very gently bring your attention back to the mantra. I'm going to start a timer here. And after 3 minutes, we'll hear a bell. At that time, you'll stop your mantra, continuing to keep your eyes closed. Stopping your mantra now, continuing to keep your eyes closed. We'll rest here for a few moments, resting in existence, resting in awareness, resting in being. Sat Chit Ananda. Continuing to keep your eyes closed, silently repeat each of these intentions 2 times with a few seconds in between each one. Joyful, energetic body. Loving, compassionate heart. Reflective, alert mind. Lightness of being. All right, now take a few deep breaths, gently deepening your breaths. And you can start moving around, being very gentle with yourself. If you want to stretch, you can. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Gently, gradually bringing your awareness back into this time and space and this body. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Let me know when you guys are back. I see a heart. Oh. I meant when your awareness is back here and your eyes are open. I hope you closed your eyes. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Back. Yay, Teresa's back. Yeah. So I noticed someone asked about using music, and I just got a glimpse of it. I didn't really see, oh, you're welcome. Namaste to you. Is that Conan Jerome? And I don't use music for this form of meditation. All right, for this form of meditation, because this is about transcending, our awareness, or transcending this material world that we live in, and anything like music or chanting, even if it's very relaxing and we feel that it calms us and settles us, it will still pull us out of that space, that gap, that silence where infinite potential is, our soul, our spirit, that connection with all that is. Any kind of music will, as this is during the meditation, will pull us out and not allow us to really go deeper. So that's why, I mean, I love having that sort of thing on, different chants or beautiful Zen music. Hello, Jeff. Thank you for joining us. Just in general going on in my house. However, when I meditate, I don't. So I could see if you guys want that sort of thing in the background when we're just talking, I can figure out another device. Look, got the iPad over here and the phone over here. I guess I could bring in my laptop and play some music like that. Would you like that if I have something like that going on in the background while we're chatting? It'd be easy enough to turn off for the, just hit the button, turn it off. Still remember how, oh, Keenan. See, I was looking at it and thinking Keonan. It's Keenan, right? Now that you brought it up. Yay! All right. So, what are we doing? Law of least effort, I do believe, is what we're doing today. We're talking about today. Yes, the law of least effort. It doesn't mean not caring or being lazy and doing nothing. Or if you are learning something new and you don't get it right away, you still want to practice, right? So that you do learn it. This is about resistance against what is in the moment. We don't want to have that. We want to let go of resistance of what is in the moment. So, the beginning in this book, 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra, which I love. I've told you that every week. It is nature's intelligence functions with effortless ease, with carefreeness, harmony, and love. And when we harness the forces of harmony, joy, and love, we create success and good fortune with effortless ease. And remember, success is not, and even good fortune does not necessarily mean material wealth. It includes that, but it's also about all these other things that matter so much to us in our relationships and our health and our well-being. So, I won't go through, it's just a few pages, but I'm not going to go through it. Just want to point out a few things, and then we'll talk about how to apply the law. And again, I would like for you to do it for a week so that it really becomes a part of you. So, Deepak talks about how birds don't think about flying, they just fly. Flowers don't think about blooming, they just bloom. It's in their nature, and they go with their nature. And that is what we want to do. We want to be one with nature and flow with what is happening, what actually is in the moment. Now, if we don't like what's in the moment, it doesn't mean we can't, or that we don't want to do something to alter that for the future. It's sort of more about our attitude. It's more about our attitude. Now that's light. Not sure what you mean, Keenan. It's more about our attitude. If we're resisting it or if we are accepting it. how they are designed to live. All right. I mean, maybe there's a conversation going on that I didn't notice. I'll give an example. This is an example that Deepak gave us long ago. So it was in the late 1990s, and Princess Diana was on a real campaign to find and eliminate landmines in the world, because there were children that would be like out in the field playing and they'd get blown up or lose a leg, or I mean, it was very, very sad what was going on. And so she was on this campaign and being very effective in wanting to make change in that area. And she had asked Deepak if he would talk about it, if he would join her and talk about it. And he said, sure, he would love to do that. And he needed some background information. And so they were going to send him several pages of background information. At the time, he was traveling, teaching, on a book tour, that sort of thing. And it just, for some reason, this is back in the days of faxes, right? There was supposed to be faxed to him, and it just wasn't getting to him. And this went on for several weeks, and it wasn't getting to him. And then he arrived, I don't remember what the city was, but he arrived in the city where he was supposed to be doing this talk with her. He arrived there the day before. Still nothing. He called his office. Do you have it? Can you send it to me? There was some sort of breakdown in communication. He didn't get upset. He didn't get frustrated. He just stayed with what was. And then the following morning, his routine at the time, and I think it still is he gets up at 4, he meditates for 2 hours, then he does some sort of a physical workout. And at that time, he would go to the gym in whatever hotel he was at, and he would use an elliptical machine. Well, it's very early in the morning. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. He gets to the gym, and all the elliptical machines are taken. So again, he doesn't resist. He doesn't get resentful. He doesn't go and, stand by one of them and, kind of give somebody a look like, hey, when are you leaving? He looks at the situation, which displeases him because he would like to use the elliptical, but he looks at the situation. He says, what is it I'm to learn from this? Well, I guess I'm meant to go for a run outside instead today. So he leaves the gym and he starts doing a nice jog around the town. Oh, thank you. And he's going for this jog, and he's kind of looking around, seeing what's there. And then he notices, remember, this is very early in the morning, so pretty much nothing is open. And he notices on the road, he sees Jehovah's Bar and Grill. And that sort of jumps out at him. And so it's like, well, that's an unusual name for a bar. I wonder what that is. And then he lets it go. Finishes his jog. He goes into some little store that happened to be open to get a bottle of water. And as he comes out with his water, he sees 2 Jehovah's Witnesses walking up the street. And he's like, Jehovah's Bar and Grill. And this is where you become aware of the synchronicities that are happening in your life. Jehovah's Bar and Grill, Jehovah's Witnesses. I think I'm supposed to talk to them. So he goes over, shakes their hand, introduces himself, and they're walking together and chatting and having a very nice conversation. And they get to an intersection. The men are going one way, Deepak's going the other way. He thanks them for the conversation. They ask him if he would like to have any of their materials, and he's like, sure. So they hand him whatever the papers were that they had, and he's walking back to his hotel, and he looks, the first couple of papers are about their church and that sort of thing, and he goes a little deeper, and there was several pages talking about landmines and what the situation was and what needed to be done. And so there he had all of his background information to help him give the talk that he wanted to give. Now, isn't that great? Yes, the law of least effort. He didn't, he could have spent the whole morning yelling at people on the phone going, hey, Where are those papers? It was supposed to be here last week. Whose fault is it? Right? I don't care if the fax machine didn't work. Get those over here. Don't you know how important this is? He could have spent so much energy being resistant and blaming and not accepting. Right? So that's an example. That's an example of being able to let go, right? A couple of examples in there of being able to let go. And then the universe orchestrating what it is that you want and what it is that you need. So I wanted to give you that story because I think that's probably better than, you know, reading the different parts of the book. And I hope you guys have this book because it's a fabulous book. So what is it that you do to apply the law? So again, you can just use Post-its or something. And if you just write the words acceptance, responsibility, and defenselessness, and then that'll trigger that you accept the moment. You accept the present moment as it is. I will not struggle against the whole universe by struggling against this moment, because that's what you're doing. You're struggling against the wisdom of the whole universe when you're like, I accept things as they are this moment, not as I wish they were. And again, not that you can't be at the same time making some adjustments that perhaps will then allow for what you want. It's more about your attitude in what you're doing. And I will take responsibility for my situation, which means you're not going to go blaming. That's at fault, or even blaming yourself. You just take responsibility. And I also know that every problem is an opportunity in disguise. And this alertness to opportunities allows me to take this moment and transform it into a greater benefit. Right? So, again, in that story, the opportunity in disguise was elliptical machines are full, so I'm going outside and do my run there. And then, well, actually, seeing the name of the bar and grill, that wasn't any sort of an obstacle, and that's all. But that was part of being aware of his surroundings and staying open. Staying open is very important, which comes with the defenselessness, which is that you relinquish the need to defend a point of view. You stay open. I will feel no need to convince or persuade others to accept my point of view. I will remain open to all points of view and not be rigidly attached to any one of them. So this is part of that idea of having a desire and not being rigidly attached to how that comes about. All right? So that is the law of least effort. And if you were following it with the book, what is it? It's for Wednesday. And it's associated with the second chakra. Let's see. Oh, somebody's, cool. Thank you, whoever that was. I missed it. Who summed that up. Thank you so much. So it's associated with the second chakra. And Vam is the sound that helps to support the chakra, the second chakra. If you wanted to use that when you meditate, or just sit for just even a few seconds quietly and bring your attention to your second chakra, and either out loud or silently, the word Vam, V-A-M, Vam. And then the mantra that goes with this law is Om Daksham Namah. Om Daksham Nama. Now, one way you can use these mantras too is as you sit down and when you're ready to go into your silent mantra, do your mantra maybe for, I'm assuming you're meditating for more than the 3 minutes that we do here. So do your mantra for maybe 5 minutes. And then as you're feeling that you're settled in, then you can bring in the Om Daksham Nama for a couple of minutes, or for however long feels comfortable, and then go back to your mantra for the rest of the time. And what this mantra means is, my actions achieve maximum benefit with minimal effort. One way they say it is doing nothing to achieve everything. However, we don't want to take that 100% literally, right? Because then it sounds like you're just gonna sit back on your couch or stay in bed, and somehow everything's gonna happen without you doing anything. It's about being in the moment, having an open mind, being accepting the moment as it is, and knowing that it is exactly what it's supposed to be in that moment in time. So my actions achieve maximum benefit with minimal effort. Om Daksham Nama. Oh, all right. Well, I'm wanting to teach. That's why I am a meditation teacher. I'm wanting to teach. I'm wanting to share this information. And again, me and meditation. Some of these things that just might seem like, what? Of course I'm going to defend my point of view. Or how am I supposed to just force myself to let go? If you meditate regularly, these things come about spontaneously. And then being in time, keep looking down because I've got from my last, I'll show you guys. This is from Seduction of Spirit in Maui. This is my notebook. And we did a lot of stuff about the different laws while we were there. And so I have some notes and things. And, are you a teacher, Keenan? So, what was I saying? No, okay. I totally forgot what I was saying, but that's okay. That's okay. I think we're about done anyway. And, let's see. To laugh often and much, to appreciate beauty and find the best in others. And be open to that. Yeah. You don't have the patience to be a teacher? I know I was talking about my notes, but I don't know why I brought up my notes. But that's okay. Oh, in these notes, and this is it was Claire Diab that talked to us. She's a wonderful yoga teacher. She's been working with Deepak and teaching yoga or leading yoga at the various seminars for years now. Okay, while I was looking down. Thank you. And when she gave the talk, she did this quote from Winston Churchill. Apparently, Winston Churchill said, and pardon what I'm going to say here, when you're going through hell, keep going. That's about not resisting. So that's something that might speak to some of you more than some of the other things I've said. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. And I hope you've been enjoying these spiritual laws, and that you'll and the law of least effort, I find, is a real gift once we can bring that in. And a lot of times we have to remind ourselves, right? Because knee-jerk reaction is to resist when we don't like something. It's just to relax, be in the moment. All right, I'll see you next week, Keenan. So namaste, everyone. Namaste. And maybe I'll see you on Friday. I don't know what I'm cooking yet. Hopefully I'll get that figured out by tomorrow. Alrighty, bye-bye.